Not everyone can find the beauty in Philadelphia, but my friend Larry Francis can. Just tell me about your new show a little bit.
My new show. Well, it's work from the last 2 years, and it's a lot of work from my new neighborhood that I'm living in. Some of it is just walking distance from where I'm living.
Which is where? Where do you live?
In Manioc. And there's several paintings from Gorgas Park. Some of the downhill neighborhoods, which I've painted off and on for years, but I've gotten more familiar with some of the spots there. Some from a few years ago. I was painting in a place called Pretzel Park, which has a dog run, and it's just a little urban park. It sort of overlooks the train going by into the city. Views down the hill that you see with the river in the background. So you sort of have a view across the river, which is just distant trees.
Do you want this open?
Sure.
It's always a good idea to open a bottle of wine.
Well, I didn't know whether you were saving it for later.
No.
Okay.
I just brought it along as
Okay.
a little extra something. The fact is, when you're putting up a show, it's nice to be on to other things as the show goes up. And so I've been out painting an American landscape of gas station signs and Dairy Queens and things like that. So
Well, there's signs in this show. There's a crab sign.
Oh, there is a crab sign. That is true. Haas's Marina. I love that building for some reason, and it's just a plain white and red building. But the woman who runs that was very proud of her paint job on the building. So it's a beautiful little spot, a river in Jersey, and so my little venture outside the city.
When you moved to a new neighborhood, did that give you new ideas?
A little bit. It brought back some memories of painting that you know well. I revisited that spot from a painting from about 15 years ago. But I've always loved the hills there in Manioc. It's kind of an interesting combination of industrial things and homes. It's a nice neighborhood. It's picturesque in a way. I think it's a place that is getting crowded with people who want to live in the city, but sort of right by the river.
Your characters always seem to be in peace with the neighborhood. You have a idealistic view of the world?
Probably, as expressed in my paintings, I would say yeah, definitely yes. I think there are times when I don't, but I think most of these paintings, I have these few joggers in the paintings that are kind of running by these nice locales. It is a little bit like the idea of people being in harmony with their surroundings. And my surroundings happen to be the city, and a lot of people don't see urban life like that. But I do love Philadelphia, and I think that's probably what shows. So one day I ran into Chuck Moore, who had a gallery in town here, and he was with his son. And from about 20 feet away, he pointed at me and he goes, "There's a man who really loves the city." And so I...
Guilty as charged?
Guilty as charged, yeah. I think this show was all daylight. I think my next show is going to be night.
Uh-oh. I remember being a criminal in one of your night paintings. Maybe I will again.
Possibly.
Get my crowbar and go back to breaking and entering.
It'll be the break-in number 2.
Larry is one of my very oldest and best art friends in the world. And often when men of our age wear hats, it's because they're bald. Larry, could you remove your hat? Still got that thick head of hair.
Oh, not so thick. But there's still some hair there. Yes.
Thanks, Larry.
All right. Thank you. Glad you came to the show.
Oh, I am too. It's beautiful. I can't sing your praises loudly enough. I love Larry's paintings.